Are your chickens not laying? Could grit be the answer? Let's talk about that today. Let's go.
Welcome to Becky's Homestead.
I've been keeping chickens for years and years and years. All of a sudden, like, all my chickens stopped laying eggs, like all at once. And I was like, what? Like, what's going on? So of course, I have to come out here and start troubleshooting because we love our fresh eggs. So I'm like looking at everything, the water, the nesting boxes, the perches, like the coop. I'm thinking maybe something's stalking them. And although I highly doubted that because of my dogs keep them real safe. As you can see, my coop is completely open and I never lose a chicken because my dogs protect them. So then all of a sudden, it's continuing on though for like a week or 2 weeks. I'm like not getting any eggs and I'm like, okay, what is going on? I'm ready to wring their little necks. I'm so frustrated. Then all of a sudden it dawns on me, I haven't given them grit in a long time. So I'm like, duh, that's the problem. And I didn't have any grit on hand, but I have a pile of sharp sand from years ago when I was mixing cement to build my foundation for my house. And just, out of just like desperateness, I'm like, I'm just gonna use that. So I went and got a couple shovelfuls, threw it right here. You can see where I put it, right there. And of course they instantly start spreading it out and picking around in there. Voila, the next day, 5 eggs. I was just like, oh my goodness, you would not think that not giving them grit would make them stop laying eggs. But it absolutely does. And I have had that happen in the past. That's why I was like, duh, like I didn't figure it out faster. But sometimes you're just busy and you don't think of it. You might think sand is sand. What's the difference? They have sand on the floor. There is a difference. There's round sand and sharp sand. It has to be sharp sand if you're gonna eat it for grit. Another thing I did want to talk about the grit and the gizzard part is it continuously passes through their body. Once it's no longer sharp and doing the job in the gizzard, it just passes through and it needs to be replenished. So they always have to have grit available and they know when and how much to eat. They're self-regulating. You don't have to worry about that part. All you have to worry about is making sure it's available for them at all times. You can also buy I think it's a 50-pound bag. It's actually not that big of a bag, but it's heavy at a hardware store. Or you can buy the box for your domestic birds at a big box store. Or you can just buy a bag of it at a feed store. There's lots of places you can buy it. It's not hard to get. So if your chickens need grit, you don't have to be too fancy. You can just throw it in there on the ground and they'll scratch around and get it. If you're a neat and tidy kind of person, you can put it in like a little flat pie plate or something like that and they can eat it out of there. But just don't forget how important it is and make sure they have it available at all times. I have way more chicken videos on my website, Becky'sHomestead.com. Go there and click topics and then click chickens. Enjoy. If you like this video, please click the like button. Also subscribe so you never miss a video. Happy homesteading. Bye-bye. I know. Neil, are they getting little bits and pieces and you're not getting any? How does that happen, Neil? Neil's like, that is an injustice.